Hey everybody, my name is Diana Mahmood with ITSMF USA, and today we welcome Barry Corless, who is the Global Product Director of Global Knowledge UK. Global Knowledge is the world's largest dedicated IT training company. Barry's role, and I'm going to read it so I get it correct, is to incorporate the development and delivery of service management, DevOps, and other best practice learning and development solutions. He's an experienced consultant and IT specialist who was director of ITSMF USA International from 2017 to 2019 and the chair of ITSMF UK from 2009 to 2011. So welcome, Barry. Thank you very much for being part of our Facebook Live.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you.
So for anybody watching, feel free to use the comments section if you have questions or need to make comments. Even if it's after the broadcast has ended, we'll be monitoring the comment section on Facebook, and we will definitely respond back. Barry, you are obviously a well-known quantity to ITSMF International, ITSMF UK, and also ITSMF USA. You're also very well known in Fusion circles. I see you're wearing a Fusion t-shirt from St. Louis. So yeah, so you've been a speaker, you've been an active part of the Fusion community, and you are truly a global IT service management practitioner. So as somebody who's traveled the world, prior to the broadcast, we were chatting a little bit about our travels. Can you tell me a little bit about maybe some of the trends that you're seeing globally in IT service management right now?
Yeah, I think I'd probably put the trends into three categories, and in the best traditions of people, process, and technology, I would, I will use those. From a technology perspective, I guess it's the most obvious that digital is becoming ever more pervasive. From a process and ways of working, then you're starting to see the people who were what I might call zealots for particular ways of working that they're actually now seeing that the best way forward is the fusion of best practices. So whether it be risk management, project management, IT service management, agile, lean, DevOps, whatever it happens to be, then the organizations that are progressing are the ones who can take them and meld those together. From a sort of people perspective within service management, we're seeing more and more now that the birth of the T-shaped individual, a lot of people familiar with that now, and certainly I think hiring managers are looking for those T-shaped individuals who have got that depth of they've got that sort of depth of knowledge in one particular area, but then they've also got to bring the T-shape into it. Then they've got that breadth of knowledge in a lot of other different areas. So from a service management perspective, it might be a depth of knowledge in ITIL, but somebody also knows about DevOps, they know about cloud, they know about AI, they know a little bit about the software development lifecycle, and so on and so on and so on. Mm-hmm. And it makes them way more effective as working and collaborating with the colleagues.
So out of all of the trends that you've seen, what made you want to speak about Skilled Agile Framework and ITIL at Fusion 19?
Right, yeah, the Scaled Agile Framework, SAFe and Agile. I was doing a piece of work for an organization in Scandinavia, and they were talking about how to make themselves more collaborative in their approach, and what they had were two camps. And you'll have to forgive the accent. I'm not very good at accents, but what we had was one camp that was the operations people who were wedded to ITIL. The other camp were the agile development people who believed in Scrum and Scaled Agile, SAFe. And there was a German guy in charge of the whole department, and he said to me, Barry, I have a big problem. They are fighting religious wars. And the whole idea, and we took it back to first principles, and we looked at the absolute basics of what ITIL says and the absolute basics of what Scaled Agile says. We found so much commonality, and actually used the Scaled Agile framework and almost mapped ITIL on top of it and said, look, these are all the places they intersect. And it worked that well that I thought, well, I'll try it out as a conference topic. And as it happens, both the UK ITSMF and Fusion have taken it. So I'll be doing the same talk. Anybody that's going to both, they only have to watch me at one, but I'll be doing the same I'll be doing the same one at both. I'm not sure that many people actually, Diana, go to both. So it's not a big deal.
Well, it sounds like it's a not to be missed topic. So
Hope so.
if you can hear it twice, hey, that's better for the attendee, I think. So not only are you a session speaker at Fusion 19, but your company Global Knowledge is also a training sponsor, and you all will be offering the ITIL 4 Foundation certification course at Fusion 19. Is that correct?
Yep, that's absolutely right. I love delivering over the years. I don't do as much training as I once did, sort of early 2000s and so on. But now I love getting out and doing the evangelist job when you're teaching the foundation. It's almost like being an actor on a stage, a thespian almost, as you're delivering and trying to get people enthused about IT service management and ITIL.
So tell me a little bit about the ITIL 4 Foundation course. I mean, who should consider taking this course, and what will people take away from it?
I guess you could say anybody, which kind of sounds a little bit trite, but because the focus of it is about how service management interacts, what service management's base principles are, then it can be a very, very useful course. Obviously, those in service management, it's a given, but people in the development environment, business analysts, project managers, there's a whole host of people that would benefit. So for some people, it's going to be the start of their kind of downward journey in the T. For others, it's going to be part of their cross journey in the T. So there are a whole host of people who could get that. What they'll learn is why ITIL, how ITIL should interact, how service management fits into a much bigger picture within your organization. So ITIL isn't an island. It's not the only game in town. And people on the course will take away the view of, right, so that's how service management fits in. That's where service management should interact with other parts of the organization, with other frameworks, with other methodologies. That's the big takeaway. And hopefully they take away one or two ideas that they can utilize the day they get back to work.
It sounds fabulous. Now, my understanding is that this is a combination online and in-person course. Is that correct?
Yeah, what we do is because we're kind of limiting it to one day. What we do is we give people going on the course the chance to watch our e-learning. Now, our e-learning kind of differentiates itself because they've got what we use is an expert to do the e-learning rather than somebody just doing a voiceover who's not got any context. Actually, the expert is me. I was lucky enough this year to in January. It's kind of it's low 30s in the UK. I got to go to Phoenix, Arizona for around about 5 days in January of this year to record our e-learning, so people get to listen to that and me. And then what we do in the 1 day session when we're in New Orleans is we go bang, 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 bang. It's the session that talks about getting people through the exam, gives them some practical examples, and also they have a little bit of fun in that day with some of the stories where I talk about good practice, I talk about bad practice, I big up the organizations that did the good practice, I don't always name, but sometimes do, the organizations where there was the bad practice. No, I don't.
Oh,
So yeah, hopefully what they do is they kind of have a fun day, and then afterwards they can go away and take the examination online by either what they would do is use the e-learning or the notes that they get on the day in New Orleans to go away, swat up, and hopefully at the end they get a qualification to the name.
that would be great. So let me get this straight. They're going to be listening to your voice in the days leading up to Fusion. They're going to be hearing you speak on I think the morning session of October 8th on let's see, the title of the talk is actually Safe and ITIL, Friend or Foe.
Yeah.
And then if they're,
If they haven't had enough by then, yeah,
they
get to listen to me on the
certification part. That's right, on the 10th. So
yeah.
people are going to be dreaming the voice of Barry Corless,
Yeah, which could be a little bit worrying for them. But hopefully, I like to think that the one thing I do offer with the courses is insight and passion for service management. I've hired a lot of service management lecturers over the years, and ITIL can be a deathly boring topic if you really want it to be. And I look for one thing in the people that deliver those courses: passion.
Yeah.
If you've not got passion cells, and so hopefully that's the one thing I hope that comes across when we do the event.
Well, just talking to you today, I bet that it does come across. And so people, you should not miss out on a ITIL course that is filled with passion and not to be missed. And actually we have a special going on right now, our conference plus training package. If you use the code training200, you can get $200 off. And the ITIL 4 Foundation class is among the certification classes that you can choose. So you definitely do not want to miss the voice of Barry Corless at Fusion 19. So, and we, in all seriousness, we want to thank you and thank Global Knowledge for your participation in 19. And I also want to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy day for this Facebook Live session. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm looking forward to Louis Armstrong International being the I think probably the 17th or 18th different airport that I've landed at in the US in October.
Well, hopefully the weather will be great and it'll be smooth sailing. So thank you again, Barry. Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
Thank
everybody for watching. Don't forget to register for Fusion 19, which is taking place October 7th through the 10th. That's if you're taking the certification courses. And don't forget our Conference Plus training special offer right now using the code training200, and you can go to sm-fusion.com. So thank you for watching and stay tuned. We'll have more interviews on this Facebook channel in coming weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye.